Have you ever noticed how a quiet room can suddenly feel louder than noise itself? For some people, silence isn't peaceful. It's unsettling. It creates tension in the body, restlessness in the mind, and an almost urgent need to fill the space with words. Psychologically, silence removes distraction, and when distractions disappear, the mind turns inward. Thoughts, emotions, insecurities that are usually buried under noise suddenly rise to the surface. For people who are uncomfortable with their inner world, silence feels like being trapped alone with their thoughts. Silence also threatens our sense of social safety. Humans are wired for connection, and conversation is one of the strongest signals that we're accepted. When silence appears in a social setting, some brains interpret it as rejection, judgment, or disapproval, even when none exists. This is why awkward silences feel physically uncomfortable. The nervous system activates, heart rate increases. The brain starts searching for danger, asking questions like, "Did I say something wrong?" Or, "Do they not like me?" Another reason silence feels uncomfortable is the fear of being seen. When no one is talking, there's nothing to hide behind. No jokes, no stories, no performance. Silence exposes presence, and for people who tie their self-worth to how they appear to others, that exposure can feel threatening. Silence also disrupts control. Conversation allows people to guide how they're perceived. Silence takes that control away. You can't steer the moment. You can't manage impressions. And that loss of control can trigger anxiety, especially in people who rely on external validation. There's also a cultural layer. Many modern environments condition us to constant stimulation. Music in elevators, notifications on phones, background noise everywhere. The brain adapts to constant input, so when silence appears, it feels unnatural, almost wrong, like something is missing. Interestingly, people who are comfortable with silence often have higher emotional regulation. They don't rush to escape their thoughts. They can sit with uncertainty. They don't interpret quiet moments as threats. To them, silence isn't emptiness, it's space. In relationships, silence can mean very different things. For some, it signals disconnection. For others, it represents safety and understanding without words. How someone reacts to silence often reveals how secure they feel within themselves and with others. The discomfort with silence isn't a flaw, it's a learned response. And like any response, it can be unlearned. When you allow silence instead of fighting it, you slowly teach your nervous system that quiet is not dangerous. Over time, silence becomes informative. It shows you what your mind avoids. It reveals emotions you've been postponing. And eventually, it becomes calming rather than threatening. So the next time silence appears, instead of rushing to fill it, notice what comes up. Notice the urge. Notice the tension. That moment is teaching you something about yourself. Because silence doesn't make people uncomfortable. It reveals what they're uncomfortable with. If this gave you a new perspective, take a moment to reflect on your relationship with silence and follow for more psychology that helps you understand your mind a little better.